So first, we have to get these fires contained. Then we have to help people rebuild their homes. We have to get them housed, and then we have to find the cause. But also, as all of this is taking place, the LA wildfires are impacting Valley grocery stores with some reports of panic buying.
Similar to what we saw during the pandemic and the dock worker strike back in October. Fox 10's Kinsey Beach is live tonight with the latest. Kinsey, what are you seeing out there?
Well, Brian, Ashley, we drove to multiple Valley grocery stores in multiple cities to see what is and what's not available. And what we noticed, it's those typical household items. So laundry detergent, milk, eggs, and your typical toilet paper and paper towels seem to be flying off the shelves at multiple grocery stores. But what some grocery stores are doing is they're limiting that buying. We've seen that in the past. It's noticeable that some of these shelves are completely empty. So some Valley shoppers told us that they were told from these stores that they missed shipments this past week due to the California fires. So we're seeing, like I said, a lack of eggs and milk, and so they've limited toilet paper and paper towels to 2 and 3 per family. So we wanted to see why. Is this supply chain issues? Is it a lack of items? I spoke with a professor from ASU's Carey School of Business Supply Chain Management, and he says the Valley impact should not be widespread in the coming weeks. He doesn't expect it to get worse, but it's not due to a lack of supplies, but rather those items are being reallocated based on the needs in California. But Valley shoppers tell me they've changed the way that they shop since the pandemic for this very reason.
I don't want anything to happen where we don't have any food.
It's the eggs, the milk, and the toilet paper that goes first, usually unnecessarily.
We're limiting it to 3 products per purchase, and I thought, oh gosh, here we go again.
It is a little worrisome because that was kind of a very stressful time to go through, and just kind of see that happening again, it kind of makes you a little bit worried, but just keeping on.
I don't buy a lot, but I do stock up. I say probably a month's worth of groceries I keep all the time.
Yeah. Now, we reached out to the major Valley grocery store corporations on what some of these reallocations could look like in the coming weeks. We've not heard back from them yet, but when we do, we will, of course, get that information to you. But tonight on Fox 10, we will hear from that ASU professor, and he specializes in supply chain management, on what he thinks we can expect. He tells me that it's not that the items aren't leaving California, but that they're just being reallocated based on those needs. Reporting live in the West Valley,
16 verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing his gospel in truth and in sincerity through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. This is the brother Kwana Watts from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp. Come back at you, Lord will. The edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. And here we go again, man. Right, here we go again. Right, rationing, right, starting to take place right here in Arizona. Right, as you just heard, right, they're rationing eggs, milk, toilet paper, right, which is ultimately going to set in, right, more panic buying, man, right? So expect, right, the things that we had seen when dealing with the, the gas situation, right, the gas shortage, as they called it, right, or the toilet paper shortage, how people were, panic buying and rioting, and fighting and damn near killing each other, over these things. Well, now, right now, it has to do with food. Right? Now it has to do with food. So how much more, right, are people going to, flip out, man? These people are already, feeling the pressure, right, of all this inflation, right? Which inflation, if you don't know, inflation is basically defined as, a product, right, that is in low supply, which means that the value of it, especially an everyday used product, right, goes up. It skyrockets. Just an example, right? I just went to go buy some eggs the other day, right? Now, a month ago, the same box of eggs that I get, right, usually a 60 count. My family's pretty big, right? We eat a lot of eggs. It was usually anywhere from 19 to 21 bucks, right? Depending on where I go, depending on where I go, they're anywhere from 19 to 21 bucks, which is still pretty high the last few years, man, right? But again, last month, right, we're talking about 4 weeks ago, it was, I think, 21 bucks, right? Well, I just went to go buy some, what was that, a couple days ago, right? I think it was Saturday, Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday when I went to go buy some, and then Saturday I did some more shopping. So Friday I went to go buy eggs, and they were $27, man. Right? So in the last month, they went up $6. Right? That's inflation. Well, it's already inflation, right? Because again, a couple of years ago, I was able to buy them for 15, 16 bucks. Right? So inflation happened, and now they're 21. Again, another month passed, and now they're 27. Right? So hyperinflation, right, is starting to, to take hold on certain products, man. Right? And the average person is already feeling that pressure, man. There's so many videos coming out about people, just done. People that own their own businesses aren't even able to, continue to sustain, themselves and whatnot. These people are finna crash out, man. Right? Because of everything that's going on. And now you see, again, rationing starting to take place. Right? As we just, heard, right? These people are like, hey, this is, a reminder of what we just went through. And that was a very stressful time. And now they're going to be faced with that time again. Hey, these people are not going to go through this shit, man. You're not going to lock these people down, again. Right? And we know that there is a bird flu, right, that has been going around, and they're already talking about, mask mandates and whatnot, putting people back, in their homes and locking certain things down, right? There's already been talk of those things happening again, right? Which these people aren't going to have it, man, right? The supply is low, right? Prices are going up, and jobs are at an all-time low, man. No matter what the fucking government says, jobs are at an all-time low. So what do you think these people are going to do, man? Right? These people are going to crash the fuck out, man. Right? Let's go to 2 Corinthians 15. Right? Verse 16 says, there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. I mean, these people are going to be sitting there, going into these grocery stores, going into people's homes. Why? Because they need food. These people need water. Right? It might come down, right? It might get so bad, right, that you got a family, 2 families, and they got to split a 4-pack of toilet paper. And you got 2 big families, right? A family of 5, a family of 4, a family of 6, right? And they got to split a 4-pack of toilet paper. These are the times that we're coming to, man, where products on the shelves, right, are going to be, basically non-existent for the most part, right? 2 Corinthians the 6th chapter, right, talks about these storehouses shall suddenly appear empty, and with all these different recalls, right, the government doing these damn recalls, which we 2 Corinthians 2:11, right? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, evil schemes, evil plots, man. Right? We understand that Esau Edom is basically taking these food products and hoarding them for himself, right? Putting them in his bunkers and whatnot, right? For these times that are coming, right? So that way when they get into these bunkers, they got all the food, they got all the water, they got all the, they got everything that they need. But see, the average person, right, isn't going to have shit. right? So the scriptures talk about a famine, right, coming. But a famine just means what? Shortage, right? So it's not going to be no food at all. It's just not going to be, for the average person to, to have, right? The elites are the ones that are taking all this shit, man, right? It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And just as we've seen in many movies, man, many movies, right? One in particular, World War Z. Remember when they went to the, the grocery store? Everybody was looting, including the police officer, right? He had his gun. He put his hands up like, oh shit, like I'm about to get arrested. But no, the police officer ran right past his ass and was looting too. So they're not going to care, man. Right? As the scriptures talk about in Job, the 20th chapter, right? It talk about the hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When you that word wicked, it goes into laborers, man. Right? Which is the everyday average person that's out here that has a job, right? That toils and labors, right? To be able to pay their rent, to buy clothes, right? When they get tattered and battered, to buy new shoes, all this other shit, man. That's talking about these laborers out here, the everyday people, the common people. They're going to be rioting. This is what you're going to be seeing here soon, man. And whether this, because I recognize the store that they were showing, right? That's a Fry's that's out here, in Phoenix, man. Which I don't regularly go to that Fry's, right? But I am seeing, myself personally, I am seeing, more and more bare shelves, So this isn't something, even if Esau was, setting this whole thing up, man, which we believe he is, man, right? Esau's got his hand in every goddamn thing, man, right? Again, with these recalls and whatnot. So Esau really is setting this shit up, man, But nonetheless, right, we understand that this is something that's real. This is really taking place, man. 441, call lawyer, how about Shemel Shah, man? But it says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And you see out there in California, they got what? The FBI, the National Guard, right? They're out there, right, to protect, from what? The looters, man. They're, basically, and then even then, right, people's homes that, are going down in flames, they're only allowing them to, grab, whatever they can one time, not allowing to go back into their homes, right, and grab other shit, man. No, you get one time to go in there and come out, and that's it, man. So they're already setting up these different, the police officers, checkpoints and whatnot, right? How much more when the masses, right, as a whole start to riot and start to buck up, man, and loot. You're gonna have more police officers, more National Guard, right, out here setting up these different checkpoints, right, setting up curfews and whatnot, right, and shit, it's gonna get bad, man, right? As the person said, right, she said in the video, right, they were talking about, I can't remember, I guess the professor or institute or the dude that knows, right, the market, and he said, he doesn't expect it, right, to get worse, but it is going to get worse, man. It can only get worse according to the scriptures, according to the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. It's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better, right? The state in which America is in, right, pursuant to words that Jeremiah 50 or Jeremiah 51 and verse 7 and 9 or 8 and 9, right, would have healed Babylon, but she could not be healed, man. America's in a very bad fucking state right now, man, right? Called Law Yahweh Shemel Shah, because it just means that, hey, here soon, the final and ultimate collapse of America, right, is going to take place, which we can't wait for, man. And I remember watching a brother's video, man. He made a statement. He was like, remember, right, that, near the end or towards the end of 2024, the elder apostle Tahar, right, set out a decree that we throw up curses on this place, man. And now look, the Lord is destroying this fucking bitch, man. Call Lord Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah, man. It's only getting worse, man. People are being put in a very bad position, right? Verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. Again, going back to Jacob's trouble, right? Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, when it talks about even the mightiest men of this world, right, are going to be in a bad state. You know? They're going to be in very troubling and very dire positions, man. Not being able to eat, not being able to, take care of their families, right? There was another movie, that the old head of, the Phoenix camp, had, what was it called? It was called The American something, man. I gotta look it up, man. But it basically showed a man and his woman, right, being the main characters, as well as other people, but in the beginning, right, they were the main characters in the scene. And the city, there was no food in the middle of the city, right? People were right, they had, they stood in a line all day to get one can of peaches. One small can of peaches between the two of them, right? Because they were hungry, they were starving, right? At first they didn't want to go down anywhere, so they ate what they had and they ran out. And then eventually they went all the way down. They lived in a very, a skyscraper. They went all the way down to the bottom, went to the convenience store, and there was a long ass line, and they were able to get one can of food. And as they were going back, right, to their apartment, again in this skyscraper, as they're entering into the building, a man basically bum rushes the dude, right, for that can of food, and he had to sit there and fight that dude, man. And the dude looked like he was, a lot bigger than, the man and his girl, man. A lot bigger, So he had to fight for it, man. Even these men, right? These men are gonna be in straits, man. All the mightiest men, the top G's, like your Sneakos, your fucking what's that dude's face, man? Andrew Tate's, all these macho men, right? Your Floyd Mayweathers, your Canelos, your Mike Tysons, your Jake and Logan Pauls, and all these people, man, they're gonna be in fucking straits. They're not gonna know what to do. Why? Because they don't have this wisdom, knowledge, or understanding. Because as the scriptures say, right, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation. They don't have this wisdom, knowledge, or understanding, man. So they're gonna be afraid. Right? Scriptures say in Sirach 2, the 2nd chapter, make not haste in the time of trouble. These people don't know that. These people don't think about the scriptures. They don't meditate on the scriptures. Right? So what are they going to do? They're going to fucking flip. Right? These people are going to crash the fuck out, man. These people are going to flip the hell out. Right? As it says right here, verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, man. Because he's going to be starving. Right? It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's right, man. These people are about to be put in a very dire situation. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, man. They're already doing rationing again, And again, right, them just putting those signs up, people are going to see that and they're going to be like, oh shit, here we go again. And that's going to spark panic buying just in itself, rather than just leaving the signs down and letting the people see the bare shelves. People are gonna, people will have in their mind, oh, well, maybe they just didn't stock it today, right? So they'll have that, the benefit of the doubt type of mindset versus you putting up, hey, we're limiting how much. They're saying, fuck, we got to buy as many as we can. Just like what they were doing. They had families that would sit there and have each family member go and buy the limit, right? At separate times within the same day. So that way they'd stock up on it, man. People overbuying. And what was that causing? People to wig the hell out. Causing, especially when it comes to food, bruh. People are gonna really crash out, man. People are really gonna, it's just gonna get violent, man. shit is going to get violent. And hey man, with this whole thing being set up, man, we're just gonna continue to watch to see how it plays out, right? I just read an article about 65 oil tankers, right, were ultimately halted off of the coast of different countries, right? As far as oil, I think it was U.S. oil, right? In these tankers or whatnot. I'm not too sure. I'd have to go and read a little bit more. But if it is, then that means prices for gas here are going to skyrocket, man. Especially there was another video that a dude said that the pipelines, right, the oil pipelines from California, right, to New Mexico or Nevada or whatnot, right, are basically not working, and that again, prices are going to skyrocket. So that means when gas goes up, the price for everything else goes up as well, man. So we're looking at some very, very, very dire times, man. And you could look that word up, man. Dire. Meaning the situation is about to be fucking code red type shit, man. We're in these times, man, and people don't think, that this is gonna happen. But see, Yahweh Shem Shai, right, is making it happen. Let's go to Ezekiel. What is that? 12 and 25. It says, "For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass." Right? And how does the Lord speak? Right? Hosea 12 and 10, through the ministry of his prophets. And the prophets, right, the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down, right, the elder bishops, elders, and Akim that are pushing this gospel, right, in truth and in sincerity, right, like-minded men, that are out here on the highways and byways, as well as throughout the week, making video epistles, right, warning you and telling you, right, for years, that these things are going to come upon you, right, that these things are going to come upon the world. And again, it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, because as the scriptures say, right, it's not you that speaketh, right, but your Father that speaketh in you, right? So really, it's Yahweh Shem Shai using his prophets to warn you, right? And he's telling you, right, hey, when I tell you something, hey, best believe that it's going to come to pass, man, right? And because as he says, right, in Isaiah 44 and 26, right, he can affirm with the word of his messengers, man. Meaning when he has his prophets go out here and say a word, you best believe that it's going to happen. And now it's all this, everything's happening, right? It says, "For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith Lord Yahweh Shem Shai." And there was also another video that I had seen, the brothers were passing around, that a Jake woman had said that she didn't believe that the world was ultimately going to end, or that America was going to end or fall, right, in her lifetime. She thought that at least, it would happen when she would get old. But she's young, probably, mid 30s, early 30s. And this whole thing is happening. America is declining, right, drastically, man. The social and economic, stature that America has is gone. It's being destroyed right before our eyes. Right? So now what? As it continues to crumble, more and more people are seeing it, more and more people are panicking. This shit is done, man. This shit is done, man. Evils are increasing in the earth. Those birth pains, right, are happening so damn quick, right? Which means what? The end of this place is right around the corner, man. So we have to continue to watch, continue to pray. We almost out of here. 1 Peter 4 and 7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." So that's right, man. The end of all things is right around the corner, man. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. World War III is right around the corner. Deliverance is right around the corner. The last 3 major prophecies are soon to take place, man. And then once Jacob's trouble hits, and you best believe it's going to be one after the another. One after the other. We're in these times, man. We got to constantly examine ourselves, constantly, you know, be in the scriptures as much as possible, right? Fight those damn demons, man. You know, sometimes, you know, you'll get into the scriptures and all of a sudden your body will start to, you know, act like, you know, you falling asleep. One second you got all the energy, and the next second you start to read or watch a video, and now you're tired. Fight those demons, man. Get in the scriptures, get built up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, before it's too late, man. Before it's too late. We're at the end, man. This shit about to really fucking pop off, man. You know? We're just gonna have to continue to watch to see what's going on with this rationing, man, right? But out of this rationing, if these people see this and start to panic buy, this is what it's gonna lead to, man. Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, people rioting, people breaking into homes because there's no food, there's no water, storehouses appearing empty, you know, and it being all she wrote from there, man. You know, so continue to watch, continue to pray. Hey, we're at the very end, you know? So with that, Lord will is edifying, Lord will straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak, Wadash, that belongs to the elder apostles, as the bishops of Great Millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.